I got this question. I thought it was kind of interesting. It's like, what do I do with my profits, Drew? I made $10,000. What should I do with it? Should I put it into a 401k? Should I get a life insurance policy? Should I reinvest it into the market? Should I add more size to my trading? Like, what do I do? And I feel like there could be multiple different answers for that depending on where you're at in your life. I would say you can never go wrong with investing it back into yourself. I like to reward myself every once in a while. For my first 10K, how I would spend it is on my family. I would spend it on furthering my education. I would spend it on my health, maybe some valuable books and maybe some things like that, right? Is reinvested into myself and my happiness first. And knowing that, hey, I did this, I put the work into this, I made this first 10K, I should be able to enjoy it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Then, if you could do it once, you should be able to do it again, right? So now on this second 10K you make, what should I do, right? I would reinvest it back into the market. What I have found is that a lot of traders out there kind of treat their trading money like the middle class, and I'm not knocking you, okay? It's just you don't know what you don't know. And they kind of put their money and keep it in their account, and that money's just sitting there. Yeah, maybe a couple of days I could go a little bit heavier size, but what is the reality of how many times you go heavy and how much of that are you really using? And you shouldn't really be using that much, right? So based off of the rules that I give at least. So what I would do instead is I think of each dollar as like a person on the team, and I need everybody to do their job so that ultimately we could win the game, right? In this case, the game of life. And so if I have $10,000 and it's just sitting in my trading account, and on a day I'm not really using that money, then that's wasteful. That's like non-purposeful. I need it to be put to work. So I would reinvest it along long-term stocks. Like, what are your favorite companies that you like? Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, Google. I mean, the list could go on. Maybe you like ETFs, the S&P 500, different things like that. Maybe you want to put it in the NASDAQ. I don't know, right? You could diversify it along there. And then you make another 10K. Now you already have 10K working for you in long-term investment. Now maybe with this 10K, you get a little risky and you invest in small cap startups, biotech companies, new tech companies, new AI companies, right? That are just starting off, that are super dirt cheap, where I could put in $2 a share, right? And then start to grow my money that way. Now it's like, okay, I have long-term, I have some small cap risk going on, I consistently day trade, so I have now a little bit more flows that are coming in. You could do dividend stocks, right? And get paid like a nice little fee. You can start to, if depending on how many shares you hold of a company, you can start maybe doing covered calls. There's a lot of different strategies other than just day trading, just straight calls or just straight puts. Or doing shares or doing futures. There's a lot of different strategies that are out there that you can use, and I would recommend it. You could swing trade, long-term invest. Then I would say once you kind of find yourself in that 50 to 100K range in profit, this is when we start really elevating ourselves, right? Because now with 50 to 100K, I can start to get real estate. I can start to get properties. And with properties, the hack there is I can have write-offs. I can start to lower my taxable income. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you as an accountant. I recommend one of the most important things you need to do when you start making money into the market is get yourself an accountant. Stop doing fucking TurboTax. That's not going to help you. Go and pay for an accountant. And not only accountant, but within the accountant's team, right? Because he's going to have different people within his team, bookkeepers, schedulers, people that keep you on budget, wealth managers, etc. Somebody in that team needs to be a tax strategist. And once you start getting into that bracket where you have $50,000 to $100,000 that you're making extra, and that's where a tax strategist comes in, guys, okay? I would say every month that you're profitable, take a little bit of the pie and put it into your long-term holds, okay? Take a little bit of the pie and put it into those risky small cap startups. Take a little bit of the pie and put it into a real estate project or fix up that real estate project, and then go from one house to two houses, right? What you don't want to do is start to elevate the wrong things. And elevate the wrong things is I just went from a $10,000 account to $50,000 account, so I'm gonna start playing with more size, and then you lose $40,000 and you're back to where you started. Don't start doing that. That's not what you want to do. Don't start, I'm making all this great money, I'm gonna upgrade my house, I'm gonna buy a new car. Don't do that. You want to live below your means and let your money continually work for you and scale. And this is how you start going up the ladder, because I stay down here and my income continually rises. And this is how you become wealthy. And there is a huge difference, and I'm very picky on the word between poor, rich, and wealthy. You could make a lot of money and be poor. What I mean by that is I've had friends that are doctors. They spend literally everything that they make. You're back to zero. You're back to poor. Like, you may have nice things, but you have nothing left. Like, if something happened as an emergency, you have no means of being able to take care of it. To me, that is poor. Also, not only are you poor financially, you're also poor with your time, because you have to continually work to be able to maintain that lifestyle. Rich is, you're a little bit past poor, where I can afford to do a little bit of fun things here or there, but it's really coming at the cost of my future. And wealthy, to me, is I have set myself up a financial system that is going to operate and work for me regardless of my input in time. So I'm no longer now exchanging my time for some financial gain. I have eliminated myself, and my money is working 24/7 regardless of me doing anything. And now at this point, what I have done is have all the time in the world to do whatever I want. That is somebody wealthy. And for some people, you don't have to be a millionaire to do this. All you have to do is figure out, where am I happy in life? Now, let's just say you have like a $400,000 home. Maybe your mortgage is like 2K. I don't know. I'm just throwing some spitball numbers here. Maybe your mortgage is 2K. Maybe like the cost of living for you is about $10,000. Okay, so your goal is to be able to make $10,000 passive. Once you can hit $10,000 passive, you're free. And the only way to do that, though, is you have to stay at a certain level and not elevate with the money that you're making, because then you'll never get there. You'll just continually spend what you make and just spend what you make. And yeah, it may seem like you're getting at different stages in life, but you're really back to where you started. So that is my key to success is, number one, if my first 10K, I would reinvest it and have fun and celebrate. Because if I could do it once, I should be able to do it again. Number two, when I do it again, I'm going to start to diversify in long-term stocks. I will diversify into some risky, maybe small cap trades. Again, a portion of it. I will diversify into real estate. And then a really good wealth hack, and again, talk to your accountant and tax strategist, is to get into life insurance policies. But again, talk to your accountant. He could tell you the wealth hacks for that. But those would be the stages and tiers that I would go through if I'm starting off making my first 10K, and what I would do to elevate and build myself up. So I hope this was useful and helpful information for you. If you like this stuff, we're going to be trying to do a post a week on our YouTube related to content. Please put in the comment section what you thought of this video, as well as what other videos you would like to see, and feedback, positive, constructive, whatever. And as always, thank you for the support. Go to stockmarketwolf.com if you guys want to sign up for our courses and our live stream trading. Thank you guys. Catch you later.